Hello everyone, welcome back to Arcanum IRL Sitting Edition. Today we are going to do a story time. Originally it was going to be a gaming video, but my OBS settings got messed up so it looked like absolute dog shit, so we're not doing that. That'll still probably happen either next week or maybe the week after, but for today we have a story. Alright, so for some context for this, it was me, my roommate James, and then my two friends from high school. There was Sam and there was Drew. I had them come up and visit for the weekend. And there was a spot out in the woods that me and my big freshman friend group used to go to. And I'm like, I'll bring him there. It's a cool spot. I want to show it to him. So we'll go there. So I bring him, and we're drinking a little bit. We're smoking a little bit. Not Drew. Drew's the only one sober this whole time. It's important for later. So it's pretty late at this point. It was like 10:30ish when we started heading out there. And it's a 3-mile round trip, so a mile and a half to walk to get there. And so you follow the train tracks, and then you go through the woods a bit, and then you find this bridge. It's like a little bridge that goes over like a dam thing. Then you can hop over the fence, and then sit on the little ledge of the stone, and then you're feet dangling over the water. It's very cool. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. We go out there, and like I said, I was a lot of it that night. So we get out there, it's dark, we're listening to music on my speaker, just having a good time, having a vibe. And then after we're there for 10, 20 minutes, I look over and I see this little orange light coming. I see a little orange light coming towards us. And so I turn the music off because we were listening to some music that had a lot of profanity. Very dark. And at first, I turn the music off and it's like, okay. I didn't expect to see anybody out here this late. It's a little weird. That's a little odd. And I turn the music off. I just expect him to keep walking. He doesn't. And the little orange light he had was a cigarette. He had a cigarette in his hand. And he comes over to the railing, because remember, we were on the other side of it. He comes up to the railing. He came up to us and started talking for 5 minutes. And it was crazy. In 5 minutes when you're high and drunk is an eternity. It was me, James, and Sam. The ones that have been that night. We are the ones that went up and were talking to this guy. And he was just 5 whole minutes. And I was just, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And this dude was weird. He was weird. I can't really describe it. He was really old. He had a lit cigarette in his hand the entire time. He was missing half of his teeth. He looked just like a meth head. If you can picture a meth head, that's who we were talking to out there. 5 whole minutes of him just talking. And I was, yeah, just carrying on the conversation. And then after a while, he just turned and left and walked away. And during this conversation, since this guy was so creepy and it was late and I was, a little inebriated, I had this big flashlight in my pocket. And I was ready, just in case he made a move. And I was kind of in my brain, I was like, this guy's gonna make a move. After a while, I guess he was done talking, he turned around and walked and left. And it was just crazy, because we just had no idea what was going on. And then we turned around, and Drew was standing off by himself over on the side. And his face was just shock. Just confusion. He's like, What was that guy saying? He's like, what was he saying? I don't understand what he was saying. And I was like, neither did we, bud. And yeah, the whole time I was just, yep, okay. I didn't have a fucking word. I didn't have any sort of idea what this guy was saying the entire time. The only words I made out him saying were, back in my day, and catfish. And then me and my brother. Those are the only words I heard him say. So it was like, back in my day, catfish and the me and my brother, and it's what? I didn't understand a word he was saying, and it was just so weird. We were nervous. It was weird because it's I don't know. I've had some weird experiences out in that woods. One time me and my friends went and we found some people camping in there. You're not allowed to camp in those woods. It's and there were people just in underneath a tarp, and they started talking to us, and it was really fucking weird. But yeah, after this was done, and Drew learned that none of us understood what he said the entire time, and I was just saying and okay and just going along with what he was saying, so he thought that like I was paying attention. I learned that trick on my grandfather. And after he left, we're like, all right, time to go back to the dorm. Time to get out of here. And so we hopped over the fence and went back, and it was fun. And we talk about this story all the time. It was either the first or the second time that my friends even came up to visit. And it's just such a surreal experience. And yeah, overall, that's the story of how I thought I was going to have to kill and murder and bury a man in the woods and never speak of it again. And, you know, do I know what you did last summer. But we didn't. Like and subscribe. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Got more coming soon. Working on some gaming stuff. And, yeah, you know, just like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.